What does it mean to be stoked to you?
Being stoked means falling in love.
And what are you currently stoked about?
I'm stoked about the health benefits of surfing and being in the water and stand-up paddling. It's just the most engrossing activity and the best thing you can do for your body in terms of physical health, mental health, and spiritual health. My label's Ever Paddle. I make stand-up paddle boards and some surfboards, and I've been I definitely value eco-friendly manufacturing processes. I've used all sorts of recycled materials and working with companies for probably the last 4 years. Nick McMahon doing home-blown blanks, and then using E-Tech glassing and stretch boards also. And I'm in Hawaii and California and trying to get Hawaii more eco-friendly with the board making, which has its own challenges because it's so far removed. So I'm really stoked to be at this event to work with sustainablesurf.org and everyone else to see how we can make Hawaii have a greener surf products.
And what type of boards do you currently shape?
I currently focus on stand-up paddle boards, everything from small surfing style, 7-foot short surfing style ones, to 17-foot unlimited stand-up racing boards that go, you can do the Molokai Challenge 32-mile stand-up paddle race, and then everything in between, cruising on the lakes, going down rivers. So I really enjoy shaping all kinds of boards. I also shape surfboards, short boards, little fish are my passions too. I've been doing that since I was in high school, so it's all fun. I love it.
How did you learn how to shape?
Just me and my friends just decided to go start making one. We just bought a blanket and started getting sandpaper on it, and just looking at our boards, and it's basically sculpting. You take it down, you sculpt it, and it's really your vision. It comes down to your vision and how you envision water flowing against it. It's as easy as that. It's definitely, everyone should try it. I think it's an amazing process, and it's challenging. It's challenging in one way, but it's easier than you'd think in another way. So it's a really engrossing thing, and I think when backyard shapers get into it, more custom shapers will get into it and have a better and better product, because then they start to ride their own boards and they start understanding board shapes. So there's going to be so many shapers, and we're just going to accelerate the design theory of surfboards. And I think that's we're going to be in an exciting era in the next 10 years. Can't wait to see how it goes.
And where did you grow up?
I grew up here in the Bay Area, San Francisco Bay Area. I was born here, and then I have relatives in Hawaii and in Waikiki, so I learned how to surf in canoes in Waikiki when I was a little kid, and watched the Beach Boys surf, and then I watched them do Beach Boy surfing, which is basically stand-up paddling as it's known today. So I've gotten into everything. I love it.
And how did that influence your shaping, where you grew up?
Where I grew up shaping, yeah. So surfing in Santa Cruz and Half Moon Bay. That's where I surfed a lot when I was a kid. Then going to Hawaii. And the conditions are so different, between the two. And here in cold waters, you wear a wetsuit. In the old days, that would add 10 to 15 pounds to your weight. 20 pounds, you just soak water. A lot of water got in your wetsuit, so you had to have a thicker volume board. And a lot of the water here is a little bumpier, more textured, more current, and you don't float quite as well here as in Hawaii. So there's different buoyancy factors and surface conditions which affect the surfboard design. So I'm lucky to know both and how they work in both waters, so I can shape better for customers in all sorts of conditions, all sorts of locales, and it's just a lot more fun that way too.
Awesome. And if you could give your one word of advice to someone who's just learning how to surf, what would you say to them?
Oh man, just remember the stoke of your very first wave. It is pure magic, and if you can remember that, it goes into your whole life, from how you approach work, to how you approach your friends. It's all about respecting nature, respecting everyone else in the water, respecting your equipment, and analyzing how everything works together. It's really, surfing is such an amazing process, you know. It's not just a sport, it's not just a lifestyle, but it's more of a intellectual and physical puzzle over time that you have a relationship with. So just remember that first wave and that stoke, and that's really the love that propels you throughout your life with surfing.
Awesome, thank you. And how can people find you if they want to find out more about you?
Oh yeah, check me out on my website. It's everpaddle.com, and love to shape a board for you. Be stoked.
Awesome.
All right, you are go.